Hello, everyone. My name is Andre Ward, and the purpose of my group session was to bring together fathers who felt as if they were treated unfairly by the Clark County family court system in regards to their custody rights as fathers. This group session was held on August 3rd, 2019 at 1300 hours. It was held at the Doolittle Recreation Center, which is located in Las Vegas, Nevada. It lasted about 2.5 hours in duration, give or take, with 38 to 40 people in attendance. I can honestly say I didn't really think that many people would show, but they did, and I am truly grateful for them showing. The interesting thing about this session was um, that the majority of fathers that attended were of African American and Hispanic descent. There was a small percentage of Caucasian fathers and a small percentage of Asian American fathers. But let me make this understood. This meeting was no way had anything to do with the number of people as far as race would show up. It wasn't about the number of African American or Hispanic American or Caucasian or Asian American fathers showing up. This meeting was strictly for fathers in general, regardless of your ethnic backgrounds. It was structured to for those fathers to basically shed some light on the bias in which they've experienced uh, through the court system, an issue that's been going on far too long. As a father of a 10-year-old daughter, I've been going through this issue. I've been having this issue for at least 10 years, pretty much all of my daughter's life. So I felt that it was important to hold a session such as this to allow fathers to come out and share their experiences and to also hopefully find some type of resolve. Which brings me to my group dynamics. Um, as the meeting progressed, I can tell that every father in that meeting had a story that they wanted to share. It was as if you can sense or feel the cohesion amongst all those men in that meeting. There was no conflict. There was no disrespect. Everyone allowed each other to speak without any interruption. And as a facilitator, I was able to transition from question to question without any major um, interruptions. And that was definitely a good thing. In terms of my leadership style, I would definitely say that I utilize the relationship leadership style due to the fact that the similar experiences that I have, that I share with these men, um, it allowed me to just understand what they were going through when dealing with the court system. Which brings me to my, I guess, self assessment. Looking back on this meeting, if I had to do it all over again, I would definitely choose to have a co-leader, someone who can share their experiences as well with all the men in here, or just basically to work the floors and ask questions uh, for themselves. Another thing I would have done is, if looking back on it, would control the length of time that each person spoke. I personally felt that I did everyone a disservice by allowing everyone to speak for such a long period of time. Um, I appreciated everyone sharing their experiences with me. However, I felt that I did a major disservice to all of those men who felt that they had something to share. For example, there was one gentleman who spoke for 17 to 18 minutes about his experience. As interesting as his experience was, I still felt as if I did a disservice to those other men who were waiting to share their stories. Um, Another thing that I would have done is probably would have had some guest speakers to attend, some guest speakers who were professionals on this issue, such as lawyers, family counselors. That way, they can answer the questions that that I had no answers or that I couldn't answer for these men. Which brings me to my conclusion. As the meeting came to an end, I wasn't nervous anymore. I was so overjoyed at my accomplishment. This experience taught me that I can put together a group session. And it also taught me that in time, the more that I practice, the better I, uh, I will become. It also, one of the most important things is it also taught me that we are more alike than we would care to admit. We're more alike, regardless of our educational, cultural, religious, socioeconomic backgrounds. We have so much in common. And through the power of communication, we can learn so much from one another if we just take the time out to listen effectively to one another. There's so much that we could learn from one another. I personally feel that everyone has a story to tell. And as a facilitator, by allowing these people to speak their truths, I feel that by doing so, this will allow them to lift the burdens off their shoulders in which they've been carrying for so long, and hopefully allow them to live the lives in which they were meant to live. So I thank you guys, and God bless.